I just received a tax overage check for $14,000 in the mail. I'm going to share with you how you could do the same and how you could start your own tax overage business. But do me a favor, before I do that, if you have not subscribed to my channel, click the notification link, click the subscription link down below. I'd love for you to be one of my lucky winners. And I'm going to give you 3 steps on how you could start your own tax overage business. Okay, so there are 3 areas I'm going to cover with you on how to get a check like this and how to regularly get these in the mail. Now, this is my client's check. I will get 30% of this. It's $14,579.10 to be exact. So I will get roughly $4,300 on this check. What's cool about this check is, as I go into detail about it, these funds were about to be escheated. They'd been in the county for quite a while. It was an older lead, and I was going through the county and looking at older leads and noticing funds that were about to go. So when we contacted this guy, Mr. Garcia, he had no idea that these funds were there, and he didn't believe us. So we stuck to data. And when I say we stuck to data, when I called him, I gave him the address, I gave him the auction date, I gave him the starting amount, I gave him how much the house went for, and I shared with him that I was not going to ask for any money. There's a lot of golden nuggets in what I just said. Data is the key here. But first of all, there's 27 states in the United States where you can work these types of tax overages. I personally do Florida. They're great, but you can work any one of the 27 states that you want to work. What you want to do is you want to go down and you want to find how auctions are going at the local county. You want to find what the asking price is. You want to find out how much the house sold for, and you want to be able to find out how you can go through the records. Like, for instance, is there a first or second on the property? Now, typically a lien like Bank of America, they're not going to let a property go up for tax overages, but sometimes they do if there's not a lot of equity and they know they're probably going to make something. Sometimes they do. So what you want to do is you want to be able to verify the information. Now, in the counties that I work, there's a 120-day holding period, and any liens, except for IRS and child support, they take lead, but any other liens that come against the property after 120 days, they can no longer put a claim on the property. So this one was a couple years old. It was going to be escheated to the state. I had contacted the guy. I put in the proper paperwork. So like I said, step number 1 is you want to find a county. You want to find out the protocols, find out the rules for the auction there. Step number 2 is you want to obtain a list of potential clients that you may have and information on your clients. For example, John Smith at 123 Main Street, property sold, and there's a surplus for $20,000. That's the first name on your list. And then Jane Smith, the second name on your list. So you want to obtain a list of information and know who you want to contact and how you want to contact them. Decide how you're going to contact them. I see people do this on texting. In fact, I have a woman in Warriors right now. She is just writing a letter to people saying, hey, your property went for over. I can help you collect if you want to work for me. She made $50,000 in commissions off of 3 months on doing this. I mean, it's insane. I typically am the guy who calls. I call and say, hey, did you know that you have this money and I can help you get it if you want to work with me? I'll show you what the contracts look like. And I do the phone script. And if you don't know my phone script, go back and look at some of my previous videos. I definitely have the phone script on there. So you get your list. And then the third way is you're going to make contact. And as you make contact, then you have to know the protocols for collecting the funds and the paperwork. Typically, I do 3 forms. I do an assignment of interest. An assignment of interest will assign the funds to JD Vista. So on a check like this for $14,579.10, I will get 30% of that, which is $4,343. Now, imagine if I did one of these a week. That'd be over $16,000 a month. Very doable. People do this all the time. If I did one of these a month, $4,000 a month, that's $48,000 a year. A lot of people are doing that. So if I did one of these a month, it would be good. If I did one a week, it'd even be better. And that's very doable. What's cool is this is one check of about 5 or 6 that I have on their way to me right now. I was on vacation, so I took the kids and the wife. We rented an RV. We went to a family reunion in Tennessee. It was great. We came back to the Great Smokies. We did a lot of hiking. We did a lot of sightseeing. And I get back, and I had a couple cool things in my mail. One was this check. Another one was some contracts. Actually, I had 2 sets of contracts and a death certificate I needed for a guy that I'm doing a claim for in California. So it's like I go out, I have fun, I come back, and there's money in my mailbox, and it's great. How many people have that? And your business is now working for you. And the final way, the third way, is you want to be able to stay on top of your market. You want to communicate with the county. Just so you know, a county is a government office. They are not going to be super friendly. If you call up and you say, hey, I want to be a funds locator, I want to work with people and help get them paid, they're going to say screw off. I mean, they literally are. But if you go ahead and you contact the individual, let them know, call the county. And what I always say is, I don't say, hi, I'm a funds locator, I'm trying to collect for John Smith. I'll say, hi, I'm calling about case number 1234. John Smith on this property. We want to go ahead and collect it. What do we need to do that? They always assume you're the client. They don't treat you like you're a locator. Then they get to know you, and then they'll start treating you differently. But you have to fill out the county paperwork. Now, with the assignment of interest, you are now like JD Vista, my corporation. When I do an assignment of interest, the funds get assigned to JD Vista. And then at that point, I fill out the paperwork as JD Vista being the owner of the claim, because it is. The second one I do is a contingency agreement. This protects you and your client. On this particular deal, I'm getting 30%. And if my client comes back and says, hey, you promised me 80%, I'll say, and I've never had this happen, but I'll say, no, here's a contingency agreement. We did a 70-30 split. You're getting 70, I'm getting 30. Here it is right here. And you're protected and your client's protected. The third contract I do, and I've never really used one of these yet, is a limited power of attorney. A limited power of attorney will let you act on your client's behalf. The reason why I don't like a limited power of attorney is because your corporation in most states will not fly with the limited power of attorney. It has to be an individual, and I like my corporation, I like JD Vista to go ahead and do the funds and claim the funds on this. So if you want to get started in tax overages and get checks like this in the mail, it's very doable. Again, get familiar with your county, get familiar with the rules. Some of the counties are not yet online and they don't have the data online. Those are some of the best ones because, like for me, I'm doing a lot of Florida and I'm jumping online and pulling up all the documents. Now I've got competition. You have a lot less competition if you go to the county and it's a very old school county and you work with that county directly. So I hope this helps. Feel free to ask me any questions on this. Thank you for watching. Again, if you like this video, please give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.